Oh, okay. And we're live.
We are?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we're live. Yes. So Nita's been in the hospital so long she grew a mustache.
I didn't know she was Italian. No, wait a minute. Well, Nita. That's
Yeah.
right.
Right. Well, yeah, technically, but no.
Yes.
Yeah. So hello everyone. Yes, it's going to be a little different today, but today is Friday, April 21st, 2023. Oh my god,
Yes,
I got stuck
23.
there.
23 still. Still
2023
23.
still. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so like I said, it's going to be a little weird today. I am joined by special guest John Celestri today, but we'll get more into that. So I'm just going to try to run this as smoothly as I can. Which, if you're familiar with my Wednesday shows, you know it's absolutely not. So, but we're going to try anyway. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for showing up, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, I thought you were going to do a bump before that. So
Yeah,
anyway.
I know, right? I can't, you see, that's the thing. It's like, I'm not really sure. I'm so used to Nita handling this stuff in the background and her timing. I'm still looking for everything. I mean, it's like, look, I'm horrible at this. So, look, it's like, I always like to explain it. It's like karaoke.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to karaoke to watch someone belt out, I Will Always Love You, exactly like Whitney Houston. Nobody does that. So if
No.
you're
No.
expecting,
Yeah.
it's like we're professionals in theory. I may not be a professional, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express. So, oh my goodness. And look at that. And hold
Yeah.
on, let me go find my other stuff because now I'm
Okay.
remembering what I don't have on my screen.
Oh, it's at your
Oh my
fingertips.
goodness. Yes,
Whatever. Yeah.
exactly. It is at my fingertips right
Oh,
now.
don't worry about it. Listen,
Right.
we can still fill it out.
Oh
You
yeah,
can bump
definitely.
later on.
Right. That's
Bumps are
true.
supposed to be bumpy.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So, welcome everybody to another episode of the Rage Into the Vlogs show. As you can see, things are a little different here, and I just want everybody to keep Nita and C. Send all the good vibes. Keep them, in your thoughts. It's like C's been having a rough week. He's unfortunately been in the hospital for the past week, and but hopefully we are close. We are close to a diagnosis that they'll be able to finally jump on and get that poor man home.
Oh yeah.
Because really, and it's like, yeah, so as a result, Nita is with him, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I have special guest today. We're gonna try to do this show as normally as
Yeah.
possible. So
Let
yes.
me look up my dictionary of curse words here.
Oh yeah, I know. But then again, we are both from New York, so that should come very easy.
I'm from Brooklyn. This is
Yeah.
Queens.
Yeah, exactly.
We speak the same language.
Exactly. So, hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means.
Emotional damage.
Especially after this week, I swear. And I am known for the furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales, which returns to Kickstarter later on this year, actually in a couple of months. I'm just finishing up the coloring of the first full color Tall Tales book, which will be coming to Kickstarter in the next couple of months. So it's Tall Tales, or so I thought. It is a one-shot special So make sure you follow us and keep an eye on the campaign. But right now, today, I am also known for my medieval fantasy soap opera drama, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which is in its last 39 minutes on Kickstarter right now. Thank you so much to everybody who's pledged so far. And for those of you who haven't, what are you waiting for? It's 38 minutes left. Let's make sure you pick up issue 6 before the campaign ends, because by pledging to a physical tier, I'm going to put you in my wheel of fortune, and I'm going to be raffling off a couple of cool things to everyone who pledges to a physical tier. So you have 38 minutes to go on that. And speaking of Kickstarter, make sure that you check out our coupon code RAGEN10 at Gemini Comic Supply. If you have a Kickstarter or planning on running a Kickstarter, or you know what, maybe you don't have a Kickstarter at all. Maybe you have a massive comic book collection you need to get in order somehow. They also sell bags and boards by the pound. I mean, it's like, really, you can buy like 1,000 bags and boards at a time. It's amazing. And use our coupon code RAGEN10 to save 10% on your order. I mean, that's exactly what I did. And yeah, I saved a good chunk of change on my bags and board order, and I'm going to need to make a new order soon. I can't believe we are almost out of what I thought was a pretty big order. But you know what? It's like, yeah, you do enough campaigns, and that's exactly what happens. So yes, so like I said, everybody sent good vibes to Nita and C this morning, and and joining me today as my co-host is the one, the only John Celestri. Tell
Hi.
us, all the people who you are.
I'm John. Okay, you know who I am. I'm John Celestri. I've been I'm a veteran of animation and comic book creation since forever, since the mid '70s. So I'm most known for animating Boba Fett in the Star Wars Holiday Special, doing Batman commercials, doing He-Man and She-Ra, working on Rock and Roll for all of you garage band aficionados, and also for doing, as I said, He-Man. Dragon's Lair and Space Ace. What else haven't I done?
Right. Yes, if you had a childhood during the 80s, John Celestri was a part of it.
And if you were Canadian, you know all about Nelvana and rock and roll, and
all those weird little cartoon specials that would pop up during the holidays.
That's right. Like Cosmic Christmas, Devil and Daniel Mouse. Right. Please Don't Eat the Planet, Intergalactic Thanksgiving, and one of my favorites is Easter Fever. So
it's very, yeah, it's like, look, just accept the fact that everybody at that animation studio was high as fuck, and they were making and they were just, you know what, screw it, we're making these weird cartoons.
It is a go and watch on on YouTube. There is the making of the Devil and Daniel Mouse, and it is one of the best documentaries. It's a half hour about what it takes to make an old-fashioned, animation half-hour special. But you should see, I'm 28 years old. The oldest person there is Clive Smith, and he was about 31 years old. The average age of the studio was maybe about 24, 25 years old. And it was, rock and roll guys. Everybody was there. I mean, you don't look like it was like the what was it? The Blue Oyster Cult. The Eagles. Everybody had long hair and were hippies.
Yeah. But it was really a golden age for anime. Yep. That's for sure. So, so like I said, there's 34 minutes left to go on the campaign, and I just want to say hello, Joe. So we are joined by Joe D. Hello. Yes, it's gonna, and yes, I see you. The three people next to the giant eyeball on my screen. And I guess to finish off my intro, because I completely forgot. always make sure that you can, you can always read both my comics at Tall Tales, TAILS online.com and egoworks.com. All the links are in the show notes below, or at least I have to make sure to check that I'm a little discombobulated. It's like I'm not used to running this myself, so please bear with me. But
you're spinning plates and juggling at the same time.
Exactly. So like I said, we have 33 minutes to go left on the Egoraven issue 6 campaign. Thank you so much to the 157 people who have raised $4,753 on this campaign. I couldn't be happier. I mean, actually, I could always be happier, but you know what? I would have to finish the series to be at my happiest. That's what it is. But the fact that we are at issue 6 still amazes me. So for those of you who are just seeing this for the first time, Egoraven, heir of the first unicorn, is the story of a unicorn princess exiled into the mortal realm after she is betrayed by her elf prince husband-to-be and dragons overtake her kingdom. But when Egoraven becomes an unwitting pawn in a noble woman's attempt to avoid an arranged marriage, she trains to become a knight with the help of an unlikely trio of blacksmiths, hoping she can ultimately win a king's favor and save her people. So as I said, this is issue 6 available on this campaign so far. But if you missed any of the previous campaigns, you can pick up all the issues in both as individual issues and as a trade paperback as well. So you don't miss a thing. So if you're just seeing this campaign for the first time, everything is on here, so you're not missing out on anything. So this is the regular cover for issue 6. And again, you can download a free PDF, a sample PDF of the first issue on the campaign itself if you want to check it out before you pledge. But I would think you would have done that by now. And here is the first 6 pages of the series. As you can see, it's full color. In total, it's a 15 issue limited series. Well, it's a 15 issue series story arc. And we are up to issue 6. And it's available in both PDF and hard copy form. I also have special levels and add-ons where you can buy variant covers or a variant cover mystery set, where if you're feeling rather lucky, you can get an entire set of the series made up of just variant covers. If you're into collecting those types of things. And also I have PDF only levels. I also have even more variant covers for those of you who like to collect, including sketch covers. And if you missed any of my Tall Tales campaigns, this is also available on the campaign as well. So pretty much if you missed anything from my previous campaigns, you can pick everything up, get 6 pounds worth of trade paperbacks mailed to you from this campaign. And again, if you are into collecting variant covers, this campaign has another beautiful Jaden Lanning variant available in regular, virgin, and hollow foil. Love the hollow foil cover. And it is exclusive to the campaign. If you think that you could wait until after the campaign and see if you can get it later, it will not be available. I am only printing as many as are pledged on the campaign. So that's it. So if you want your own copy of these of this variant cover, you have to pledge in order to get them. And of course, we have all the add-ons that include trading cards as well, which we were able to unlock the last 2 character trading cards for the set. So if you buy the trading card set as an add-on, you will get the unlocked last character trading cards, which will complete the set. So you will have all the characters with their bios on the back as well. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to break 5,500. I mean, that is such a Hail Mary pass at this point. That I had these 2 art cards that were available as stretch goals. Not sure if we're going to make even the first one, but you know what? That's okay. You know what? Like I said, it's like just the fact that the campaign did as well as it has. as it has, considering everything that's going on. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. Like I said, the fact that I'm at issue 6 already, and you know what? And like I said, there is going to be so we have 29 minutes to go on the campaign. Where is my cursor? Here we go. So Jody saying, I'm looking forward to issue 6. Yes, that's yeah. Oh, it all goes downhill from here. That's for sure. So like I said, if you pledge to a physical level when we launched the campaign, I gave away a bunch of really cool books for people who pledge to the physical level. So I'm going to do the same thing on this campaign. So if you pledge to any of the physical levels, after the campaign closes, I will put your, it's like, well, the thing's already set up. So, but I will make sure that your numbers are on there and on the Wheel of Fortune. And you will have 4 chances of winning one of these special covers that I have right now. So let me just put myself up on the screen here. So because holo covers are my favorite, pretty much out of everything that I offer, I decided to do an all holo cover giveaway today. So the first holo cover that I'm going to be giving away after the campaign closes is the holo foil of issue 1. So let me see if I can take this out here so you guys can really get a sense of what it looks like. So here you go. So yeah, you really have to see this in person. But there we go. Okay, kind of like that. It's like, so this is the holo foil of issue 1. It's like, so one person is going to win that. And then and then the next person is going to win a holo foil of issue 2. Let me see. Let me just take these out so everyone can see it in all their, in as much as of their glory as I can right now. So this is issue 2. This is the holo foil for issue 2. And then the next holo foil that is going to be offered up on the raffle, again, you have to pledge to a physical tier in order to get these added to your order if you win. So this is issue 3 holo foil. And then the last one, of course, I had to do something a little bit special for the finale of the campaign. Like I said, it's like Jaden Lanning. We have the Jaden Lanning exclusive variant on the campaign. If you don't, it's only going to be available to the people who pledge to the campaign. But I also am giving away one of the holo foils of this cover to our 4th winner of the raffle after the campaign closes. So this, I figure, you know what? Let's end on a bang and let's give away one of the Jaden Lanning covers as well. I know this is that her covers are a favorite of a lot of people. So, hello, Rue. Hello, welcome. Yes, very shiny. I love shiny. It's like, so yes. So pledge, you have 25 minutes to pledge to the campaign physical level, and you will have a chance to win one of these holo foil covers, after the campaign closes. So let's see. So let me just get myself back down here. So yeah, so that's the thing. So like I said, it's like it's just been a really a real hoot to have this campaign, running, and I have a lot more campaigns coming up. But you know what? So everybody, so you have 24 minutes left to go. Thank you so much to the 157 backers so far. And like I said, if you haven't pledged yet, what are you waiting for? You have 24 minutes. You can get you might win, a fabulous holo cover. And yeah, so Well, I mean, she'll catch you later
Yeah.
if you win. If you win something that you wanted, that she'll definitely catch you later. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I guess it's like, so John, so what's going on with you? I haven't seen you in a while. So
Well,
what you up to? What you up to?
well, I focus on drawing, and I've been trying to figure out, where, I'm just doing as much as I can.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm old. So I don't have the
I know the
energy.
feeling, sir.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to do all of the marketing and all of the juggling that has to be done. So I focus
No.
on creating my material. This is what I know. I know it's I'm wasting daylight, but I got to pace myself.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically that's what it is. I've got a ton to draw. I mean, the stories are there. I've got, I've got, it's almost like an never ending, ability to not. It's just a concept. But anyway, so I'm drawing and I'm creating, my fourth book.
Mm-hmm.
In the book, and so I will have reached about. I think we're at the I don't know 160 pages.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
So you're working on your book Bloodwing Angel.
so
That's your magnum opus that you're putting
yes,
together.
yes.
Which people can go see at your website
And my
that right.
website, if you sign up, for my for the website for email list, um, there you'll get a sampler of all of the books that I do. I've done besides Bloodwing Angel Chronicles. I've done the Mega Moose, which is for middle kids, and then also Snuffy and Zoe's Toy Box Adventures.
Right.
Where so all in all, I've done maybe about what I've done 3 series, but in that series, there's about what 2, 3, and 6. There's like 6 books so far that I've done. So not including my rough sketch book.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. But also, you can check out my my Boba Fett sketches, prints, things of that sort. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, I like to tell my stories, and,
Yeah.
I've tried to do various things, and now I figure, okay, well, what is manga?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that seems to be, where my mind is
Mhm.
right now as well. If anyone missed it, we had a wonderful, wonderful conversation with Frederick L. Jones from Saturday AM. It's in the playlist if you missed it. And I mean, he was very generous with his time with us. We originally thought that the interview would only be 20 minutes, and he gave us the entire like 45 minutes and then some. So I really appreciate the time that he gave us. I'm glad that he didn't feel like we were wasting his time. And I want everybody to go check out that interview. We learned a lot on that. And yeah, so it's like manga's been on my mind as well, because it's like, with all this talk about like marketing and how do we market our books and how do we find our audience, and it's like, and then like realizing that it's like, like with the types of books that we do, that there might be a ceiling on Kickstarter for what we're offering. I mean, Tyler Carpenter recently did a secret campaign that he just revealed the other day, where he showed how if you do a very particular type of book to the Kickstarter audience that's very prominent on that's very prominent on the platform, that you can fund without any, mind you have to keep also your expectations low too,
Right.
that you can fund without any marketing whatsoever. But of course the second he outed himself as, yeah, this is my book and whatever, the campaign like, I wouldn't be surprised if that campaign hit close to 10 grand before it ended, or crossed 10 grand. you know, but it's like you said there, it's like it, you know, it's like, yeah, you could do nothing and fund as long as your book hits, you know, hits that that certain demographic that
Mhm.
really spends money on a platform. But what if it's not the story that you want to tell? What if
Right.
that's, you know, it's like that's kind
Mhm.
of not what I'm the story that I'm telling. And for those of you who are curious, the name of the book, I mean, he even went with the silly title and everything, My Sexy Witch Academia or something like that. And, you know, it's just, you can look it up on Kickstarter, you know, and it's like, well, that's not really the type of book. I mean, even for you, that's not, but the thing is, though, it's like, there comes a point where we have to sit back and realize, yeah, it's like, you know what? How much time do I want to spend fighting an algorithm when I
Mhm.
can try to like kind of work around it and figure out, okay, what do I have to do? And and manga kind of keeps popping up
Right.
because especially for me, it just seems like that's kind of where my audience might be. Like I'm not sure,
Right.
but I have a feeling that more people who read manga might be interested in my book, but the trick is how to get their attention.
Right. And that's the same thing
Right.
for me because
Yeah.
I'm thinking what I have, you know, there are elements in manga that, you know, that break all the boundaries.
Right.
I mean, because it's extremely action. Well, it depends. The manga has everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, you look at it and say, okay, it's not the same as comic books.
Right.
Comic book, American Western comic books are and not even European. They have a certain set expectation,
Yeah.
and that's a certain. You have to do so and so. You have to hit certain buttons. Same way with, you know, there are different buttons though that have to be pushed for manga audiences. So therefore, you have to say, okay, where do you work? You know, where do you fit in more? I mean,
Mhm.
for me, it's the fantasy element, but it's
Yeah.
also, you know, being surprising,
Right.
being outlandish,
Right.
being willing to, you know, break the envelope, basically,
Right.
when in terms of what, you know, what is expected here in the States, where, you know, or in Europe. But
Mhm.
anyway, so, but then again, what is the form? I mean, you know, like again, a lot of it is the package,
Yeah.
you know, and so like with manga is a package of size and sort of like uh, uh it's almost the black and white. It's the
Yeah.
it's the price point.
Yeah. Yeah, I found it ironic how it's like, you know, it's like because like when I started publishing, you know, publishing in color was unheard of because it was so expensive.
Mhm.
So I had to all my work all these years had to be in black and white. It had to be optimized for black and white. Um, you know, and the funny thing is, it's like, you know, the reason why I actually started putting in so much detail in my black and white work was because I couldn't afford like duo shade and zipatone
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah,
So I had to figure it out. Okay, how do I add in all these patterns without spending money?
yeah.
So that's what I did. And it's like only in the last couple of years that we were able to actually start doing color comics without completely breaking the bank. Like I could literally buy one copy of a color comic from my printer if I wanted,
Mhm.
you know. And the funny thing is that when we started doing color, it had become so kind of like ubiquitous at that point. That's like, oh, you could just get it in color, that there was no fanfare for it,
Yeah.
that it's like we just, you know, we just did it and ended up with color comics.
Mhm.
And now it's like, oh, now everything I do everything in color. Like I said, I'm doing, you know, the tall tales, a tall tales short in color.
Mhm.
And now looking back at manga, it seems like we're going like full circle again, you know, where it's like, okay, how do I attract this audience that, you know, like literally size matters, price point matters.
Mhm.
And it's like, I have to go back to black and white again if I want to kind of attract that attention. And and doing the experiments with it, it's just so funny realizing that it's like, holy crap, I'm going all the way back again. How do I convert a color book into a black? I went from black converting a black and white into color, only to convert it back to black and white again.
Actually, we are parallel train tracks, because for me, I started Bloodwing Angel as a novella, like in 2013. I published it that way, and then I turned it into a web comic a few years later, but it was black and white. I thought, okay, I'll just do it because I wasn't certain of my color, a sense of color.
Right.
So I just did black and white, just tonal. It was black and white and with tones on it. And I did the first 50 pages of it that way. And then when I started to do the comic, when I said, okay, let me go do it as a comic book. Well, as a printer, nobody wants black and white.
Right, yeah.
So I went through this whole thing of trying to figure out what the colors were, whereas I had it was like, some things are right. Like, for example, Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon. Those are black and white films. You colorize it and you lose the charm because it's based on that. So I had to figure out how to do my...
Right.
And you lose a certain grittiness when you go to color.
Yeah. Black and white and color have both, they have their different advantages and the pros and cons to doing stuff in color and doing stuff in black and white. Although I do have to admit, though, I mean, because the Tall Tales book that I'm working on, originally we printed it in black and white. And printing it, and it's like, and getting the color pages, the more color pages get together, the more it's like, wow, color really does add something to the work. And it's just like, it's like, wow, it's like, if I had the time, I probably would do more Tall Tales work in color, but that's not the case right now. But with this one book, I'm trying to focus a project at a time. And it's the same thing with my original Egoraven pages. They were originally in black and white, but once I put them in color, it was like, I can't imagine it as anything else. So, but the thing is, though, is that black and white is the less expensive medium to print. It's like it's less expensive to print. It'll allow us to have a lower price point, and especially if we're looking to attract an audience that they're used to reading their stuff for free online, and then they're used to buying the stuff in an affordable manner, whether it's on Amazon or Walmart or at their local Barnes and Nobles or whatnot. So it's just a lot of so it's like, it's just, I think that the one thing that I learned out, because I was also on Tyler's Draw and Talk a couple of nights ago. Again, it's like, you could probably find I'll put a link to that in the show notes. If you go to my website, if you go to my YouTube channel at Daphne Lage Art, there's a link, there's a playlist that has a link to that interview. And he had said, why not offer both? Because I thought that I would be wasting my time doing one or the other, like doing a black and white manga version of my book, if I didn't have kind of like the distribution access that I thought I needed. And he goes, just offer it up on Kickstarter until you get there. It's like there'll people who will buy it just for the fact that it's less expensive, so oh, hello Carlos from Peru. Hello. Welcome. So it's just it's just it's just kind of like, how do we incorporate all this information without killing ourselves, essentially? But before, hold that thought, though. So I just want to show that we have 9 minutes to go on the campaign for everyone who is watching. So if you haven't pledged yet, you have 9 minutes to pledge. So before we kind of continue, the fact that I forgot to play bumps at the beginning of the campaign. So the least I can do is at least play my own, because after this, there's no reason for me to play it. And I really like the way this bump came out. So, so 9 minutes. And for those of you who want to check out what it's about, here it is. I love my trailers so much.
Listen, if you don't like it, I mean, right, geez, so yeah.
Right.
Be proud.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so what's so there was a thing that you had mentioned that it's like, we're getting a little too old for this shit. And, there comes a point where it's like, we kind of have to like, okay, I'm not doing this. This maybe I'll do, but I'm definitely not doing that. I mean, it's like, so it's like, have you found yourself like kind of sorting through that it's like, okay, here's all the information in front of me. Now I have to pick and choose what I want, where I want to go.
And that's what I've been doing. To me, the most important thing is to get the story out, and to a way it's developed so that people don't feel that they've been cheated from supporting me at the beginning, because I'm developing material and starting to tie what seemed to be like different threads, putting it into a tapestry. And that's what you have to get to a certain point, unless you're doing one and dones, But for me, it's kind of like people are used to having long stories, but the stories have to make sense and not just be, it's the monster of the week,
right?
Or you don't answer questions that you set up.
Right.
To me, that you have to have the beginning and middle and end of a story arc, of a small story arc within an overarching concept. But for me, it's writing all of that. But the thing about it is that I want to get I was searching for the audience that might be more in tune to this
kind
of storytelling, because it is more Will Eisner-ish in terms of it not being superhero material.
Right.
There's a lot of action, but there's a lot of more metaphorical material in it.
Yeah.
And so, but doing it as a black and white, I'm thinking now, let me go back to my original concept, way of drawing it and coloring it. I can add color. I can do both.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I think that people want to, they want to be able to read a trade paperback that is only going to cost them $10, and yet be about 150 pages.
Right.
And the only way to do that on Kickstarter is, basically go black and white in a smaller format, in the manga size.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you mentioned the trade paperback, because what's funny is that like watching, like seeing all my campaigns and how that they've kind of like been slowly growing, and realizing the patterns that are materializing, in those. Oh, by the way, with 5 minutes 5 minutes. So you know what? So here's your 5-minute warning. So I'm going to leave this on the screen
Yeah.
as we continue the conversation. So and the thing is that what I have been learning is if I had to do all of this over again,
Mhm.
probably what I would have done is release the 15 issues first individually, then put out trade paperbacks at the very end. Because what I'm learning from the pattern, although not so much for Tall Tales, because Tall Tales, I think I started out the gate with trade paperback, so that's what people are anticipating. But with something with individual issues, what I've noticed is that people are now waiting for the next trade. But they're still supporting me on the campaign, but not at the same level as if they didn't know a trade was coming. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that that's a bad thing. Like I said, I love every one of my backers. Thank you so much. And the thing is though, it's like, and here's the thing. So Kickstarter also put out like new data.
Mhm.
And what I learned from my campaign is that most of my people come from Kickstarter, right? But second and third on that list is my mailing list and Facebook.
Mhm.
So I want to thank everybody who's joining me from my mailing list and from
Mhm.
Facebook on the campaign as well. And according to the new analytics, 7 of you have never pledged to my campaign before. You're brand new followers. And I want to especially thank you, for doing that you came across my campaign. And most everybody who visits my campaign, they've supported the previous campaigns. And it's like nothing more beautiful to me than,
Mhm.
people who've obviously read the book and says, I have to keep supporting this. So thank you so much for that. But you know what? You seven people seeing this for the first time and pledging for the first time on my campaign, you are beautiful too. because you've decided that this book is something you want to start reading, and I couldn't be more pleased with that. I always say that it's like, I'm doing my book for an audience of one. I do Egoraven for an audience of one, which is me. But it is so much more fun to share it out with everybody and to have everybody read this book. So, you know what? No matter how you want to read it, whether you want to read it as individual issues, whether you just want to buy the PDFs, whether you're waiting for the trade paperback, you are reading my book, and that's the part that counts.
Mhm.
So, you know what? It's like, okay, so I'm not making Brian Polito money on this. It's like, crap, I'm not even making, it's like 5 figures on these campaigns. But I still sleep well at night knowing that everybody who does support my campaign is reading it. So that is like the most, because you guys keep coming back. If you guys didn't like it, or you were just collecting it for the covers, you wouldn't be coming back. So I really can't thank you all enough for the support that you have given me on this book since issue 1. And like I said, the next issue is going to be a doozy. So if you're this would be the book to start picking up, because like I said, it's all downhill from here. So we have a minute left to go already. The countdown has turned red. 55 seconds. If you haven't pledged, please pledge right now. We're at 159 backers. You have 47, 46, 45 seconds left to go.
Are we going to do we're going to do a 10, a countdown and,
Yes,
and blow,
absolutely.
blow
We
some
always do.
confetti? Yes.
We always do. We always do for each one of these. It never gets old. I swear to God. So, so here we go. You have 28 seconds left to pledge on the Egoraven issue 6 campaign. So oh my God. To tell you the truth, though, I am, I am kind of glad to almost have this over. That's for sure. So here we are: 10, 9, 8, 7,
7, 6,
6, 5,
5,
4,
4, 3,
3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
0.
All right, there
Happy
you
New
go.
Year.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. 159 backers pledged $4,748 to bring this project to life. I cannot thank you all enough for this. Like I said, it's like I've been working on, I mean, I've just been floored by the support that I've been getting for this book since I started it. Since the first issue launched on Kickstarter January 2021, and it's just been a ride. And like I said, the next book is the next book I'm working on it. It's like I'm finishing up coloring this Tall Tales book. And the thing is, for those of you who wanted to know, yes, the book is ready. Issue 6 is ready. This is my proof, hard copy proof right here. There was just a couple of tweaks that I had to do, but I have the file ready to go. So if you pledge to this campaign, yes, I'll be sending this out at the latest by Monday, Tuesday, because I always like to do last minute, tweaks on everything. And then hopefully by the probably the second week? No, the first week of May, around the first week of May, I'll be receiving the books, and then I can get these copies out to you. Like I said, it's now getting to a point where it's like I am dying to see what you guys think about where this story is going. So again, thank you so much for that. So as promised, actually no, I didn't need to do that. So as promised, because all I have to do, I forgot that I set it up to make it easier for me, and of course I completely forgot. So
Okay.
So here we are. So how many? Let me see. So of course I forgot how many people I had here. 159 backers. So we are going to go to our Wheel of Fortune. I'm putting 159 backers on here. Now I've already gone through the campaign to I guess exclude all the PDF people because these are for physical backers only, because then that way I can just slide it into your box and send everything out to you. So okay, so we're set up. So, but I'm still going to be checking in the back to make sure that like any of the new people who've pledged, if their numbers come up, that they're not just a PDF. So if we hit a PDF pledge, I'm going to spin the wheel again. So let me just, look at that. It's still showing me confetti on my end. So let me so let me just get my backer report. Okay, so all right, so this one is for the hollow foil issue 1. So let's see. So who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Here we go.
Round and around and around and around. Oh my God, it's so exciting.
Let's see. So who is 158? Wow, already it's like we're going all the way to the end here. So let's see. 158. Who is 158? Oh, thank you so much, 158. Melanie Briggs, you won the issue 1 hollow foil variant cover. I see that you also got the mystery variant set. So, hopefully this will be a good addition to your order as well. So I'm just going to write down 158. So thank you so much for pledging to the campaign, especially at the last minute. I really appreciate it. I understand how it's easier for people to to pledge on the last day, because at least they know their credit cards will be charged at that moment. So, okay. So for the next one, for the hollow foil of Egoraven issue 2, let's see. Oh, where's my cursor? And winner of this one, of this copy. Uh, 109. Okay, so who is 109? Oh, there is no 109. Oh, they might have been a backer that dropped. So
Oh,
that
okay.
means that we're doing it again.
Yeah.
Someone's getting another chance.
Yeah.
Let's see. So for issue 2, hollow foil. 89. Let's see. Oh, my good friend Anton Ooms. He is a regular on the campaign. Thank you so much. Yes, and he wins the issue 2 hollow foil. So 89. Thank you so much, Anton. You know, you've been supporting the campaigns for so long. Thank you so much. So now for issue 3 hollow foil of Egoraven. Let's see, where's my cursor? Round and round she goes. $154. Wow, it's like, you see, this is why you should always pledge on the first day, because there's less competition for the raffle. 154. So who's 154? No, okay. Well, gonna have to do it again. Gonna have to do it again. Yeah. You know, so
is that a PDF or a drop off?
Yeah, I don't know yet. But yeah, you know what? It's like yeah, it's just, you know what? Just somebody who wanted to pledge $1 to the campaign. So thank you so much. You know, but I need somebody who pledged to a physical level. So
yeah.
But thank you so much for your support anyway. Every dollar counts.
Yeah.
So we're going to remove that number, and we're going to do it again. So this is for issue 3 hollow foil.
Integrity, Daphne.
Right.
Integrity.
Well, you know, hey, it also, like I said, it's a lot easier. 134. Okay, 134. Yes. So thank you, Kat England. You won the issue 3 hollow foil variant cover. So 134. We're putting that down as well. So thank you so much for supporting the campaign. You know, it's just always nice, you know, seeing regulars. It really is. You know, like I said, I'm just chuffed at all these people who keep coming back. You know, thank you. You know, so now, last but not least, this one is for the Jade Lanning hollow foil cover. So hold on, let me just catch up here. Okay. So yeah, so this is for the Jade Lanning hollow foil cover. So also what I'm going to do too is that if you have already pledged for a hollow foil cover, I'm going to give the opportunity for someone else to get this cover. So just to keep it fair, you know, everybody. So here we go. Who is going to win the Jade Lanning hollow foil of issue 6? 85. Who is 85? Let's see. Okay. Congratulations, Mike Marshall, for winning this copy. He actually bought a variant cover, but it's the sketch cover. So there we go. He gets to add the hollow foil, to his collection. So here we go. So this is 85. So thank you so much, everybody. There we go. So congratulations to backers 158, 89, 134, and 85 for winning our raffle for today. Let's see. So there you have it. So here we are. You know, it's like at the end of another campaign, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that
Yeah.
but you've done it. It's you've completed it. It's done, and
Right.
and that's something that's even rarer amongst people is to finish the the campaign and be able to. I mean, when you say finish the campaign is the artwork is done, everything is done, it's ready to go, and that's different from I'll see you in a year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that is from the very beginning. That was something that was really important for me. And honestly, it's out of everything that we talk about, that's the hill I will die on, is that have your book ready before you launch a Kickstarter. I mean, and what's funny is that you'd be amazed at how much pushback I get just for saying that. But you know what? I'm the one getting my books out within like a month. And and too many of you guys are making everybody wait a year and a half, if not longer. So, so while you guys are still stuck on one campaign, I'm over here studying the blade. So, but look, it's like, look, I just think that having a book done takes a lot of the stress. Running a campaign is stressful enough as is. You don't need to be producing a book on top of it. And I'm talking about the book that's due for that campaign.
Right.
All my campaigns, I'm striving to be one campaign ahead of. So like right now, I'm doing, I'm finishing up the Tall Tales book, which is technically the next campaign that I'm running at now that this one's over. So that's the next campaign that's launching. So I'm finishing up the book now, and then the book that I want to get to next, it's like I said, it's all about being as ahead as possible as I can be on my campaigns, because I don't need the stress. I can handle the stress with a buffer, but I can't handle the stress if it's like literally I'm not going to, if I have to finish a book because the campaign ends in 2 weeks. I can't handle that.
Right. Well, some people are going to say, okay, look, they're going to say, get the money and then do the book.
Right.
I mean, that's what, a lot of that is, but when we're doing it yourself, I think the people would say, okay, if you've already done it, you've put in your, you've got skin in the game already.
Right. Yeah. I mean, exactly. And that's what I want to show everybody, that it's like the effort's there already. I technically don't need the Kickstarter, but the Kickstarter makes it easier for me to produce the book. But the part that it's producing is the printing. I do everything myself except for the flatting.
Right.
So it's like, that effort, that sweat equity is already there. So all I need the Kickstarter for is just the audience who wants the book and the money to print it and to get it to this audience as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and that's really basically and that's what Kickstarter is.
Yeah.
It's basically, connecting an audience or connecting supporters.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your supporter who are, now you have created a situation where people are supporting you as an artist to be able to do your vision, which is once again, it's different. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. I mean, like I said, it's amazing how many people push back on that. And thank you, Visenia. You have to be willing to spend money on a project if you're expecting others to do it too. It's logical. I mean, it's like, that to me, that's of course.
Yeah.
If you see me putting the effort into my book, I want people to be confident that they're going to get it, reasonable amount of time. And for me, reasonable is about a month and a half. So we're just hitting the top of the hour. So thank you, John, for
you're welcome.
For keeping me company today. Like I said, everybody send out all the good vibes to Nita and C. hopefully we're seeing an end of the tunnel. We're seeing the end of the tunnel for this, because it's like, yeah, look, I couldn't handle when I had to stay in the hospital with somebody. It's like I swear it was for 3 days. It might have been for 2, but it might as well have been a week because it's like talk about being not in your routine is
Right.
hospital, and it sucks no matter how good you try to make it. So like I said, good vibes from everybody.
Mhm.
Nita and see, hopefully this will be over soon, and we'll be back to our normal selves
Mhm.
as quickly as possible.
Can I throw a few curse words just to fill the air?
Yes, it's like, just to, it's like get just to, like, so that we can kind of like be a little bit normal for a split second.
Uh,
So John, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
well, you can find me on Sketchy Saturdays. That's I'll be doing that tomorrow. From what was it, 10 to 11:30, and you can find my at my johncelesticomics.square.site. You go check me out there, and on Facebook and on Twitter,
Right.
and Instagram.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So if you want to check out his work and more of his Bloodwing Angel series, you can find him there at his website.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn more about me and my artwork and everything else that I do, including the more upcoming campaigns that I have, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWRKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook if you're interested in seeing sketches and current work in progress and any live updates. And remember, you can also check me out here on YouTube for more videos about my artwork and my process and my inspirations and all that. My channel at Daphne Lage Art, LAGE, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. And also every Wednesday I run almost every Wednesday I run a 2-hour drawing live stream from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, so you can catch that as well on my channel. So just to give everybody a sneak peek of what's coming up. So this is issue 7. The cover to issue 7 of Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, coming summer 2023 to Kickstarter. So make sure you follow me on my website, which, by the way, you can also read Egoraven for free. It uploads every day. It's the full color Kickstarter version. Uploads every day, Monday through Friday. On my website. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings type of adventure, you can read, not only can you can head on over, oh my God, you can head on over to Tall Tales, TAILS online.com, and not only read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free, but you can read the next story arc as well, Tears of the Mother, which is also uploading every day, Monday to Friday. And don't forget to sign up for a monthly newsletter, because like I said, the actual next campaign that's coming up is Tall Tales, or so I thought. It is my next full color. It is the first full color Tall Tales book that I am doing right now. So if you want to not make sure you don't miss out on that, sign up for the newsletter and get reminded when the campaign goes live. So here we have it at the end of all things. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. Although I do have to fake knowing what I'm doing over here, because I'm trying to find where our outro is. Oh, here it is. So thank you so much, everybody, from John Celestri and me. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.